come in, sir?
Yes, please do.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Sir.
Please take your seat.
Thank you, sir.
You're Swati.
Yes, sir.
Swati, you're comfortable in English?
Yes, sir.
Will that be your preferred medium?
Yes, sir.
And you're vaccinated?
Yes, sir.
Both dose? You're not having any symptoms right now?
No, sir.
In that case, please remove your mask.
Thank you, sir.
Comfortable?
Yes, sir.
Fine, Swati, then let us start. To begin with, I want you to introduce yourself in such a manner that your name is not repeated. Your caste, your community and other identity markers are not revealed.
Okay, sir. Sir, I did my initial education from DAV Public School. I did my graduation from Patna Women's College and my post-graduation from Banaras Hindu University.
And that was in year?
2017.
So, what are you doing since last 5 years?
Sir, I'm preparing for UPSC and BPSC both services.
You're preparing for civil services for 5 years?
Yes, sir. Sir, this is my second interview in BPSC. This will be mine.
Okay. So, Swati, you have taken history as your option.
Yes, sir.
Can we discuss about the women historians of the country?
Sir, I don't know much about the women historians.
You are a woman, you studied history.
Yes, sir. The wife of Ranjit Guha, he is a subaltern trained historian. And Ramila Thapar is also a historian. She has written book on medieval and ancient Indian. As
a history student, tell me, how women perceive history differently?
Sir, in like a career or like...
No, if there is an event, how a male historian will look at and how a women historian will look at?
Sir, if we consider any circumstances or events, sir, I'm not able to...
For example, you mentioned Ramila Thapar. So, the vision of Ramila Thapar, the historical perspective that Ramila Thapar is having, is there a gender angle to it?
No, sir, I don't think, sir. History, whichever historian will write about the history, they will mainly focus on facts and evidences on this, and they will have ideological differences that will be like...
And that ideological differences and perspective will have nothing to do with gender. That's coming from a history student who's a woman.
Yes, sir. There is never a gender differences in writing the history. That might be ideological difference, like they might be
So you're completely discarding the idea of feminist history.
Sir, there is a branch of feminist history of...
If it is there,
yes,
it means there is a difference of
yes,
gender.
Sir.
Name a few feminist historians.
Sorry, sir.
You don't want to talk about history and women, right?
Sir, right now I can't recall the names.
No problem. You can look at it later.
Okay, sir.
Thank you.
Swati.
Yes, ma'am.
Tell me why your district is named Gaya?
Ma'am, there is a mythological view that there was a demon. His name was Gaya, and because of after meditation and prayer, he has pleased Lord Vishnu. But after his act, Vishnu has put his foot on his chest, and that is a place called Vishnu Temple also there. And his body lies over there. It is believed that whole the Gaya city, which was built on his body only. So basically the Gaya has been named after the demon Gaya, sir.
So very unique to name a district after a demon.
But he was having very pious powers also.
Okay. Tell me any 3 unique things about Gaya apart from this mythology.
Ma'am, it is ma'am, in culture Gaya is very popular. Like Buddhism, Jainism, and Hinduism, all 3 religions flourish over there. Like there is a Sita Kund over there where Ram along with Sita and Lakshman has given Pinddan. That is situated near Falgu river. Then Bodh Gaya is there where Lord Buddha has got enlightenment beside Bodhi tree. And ma'am, there are many other places like Mangala Gauri temple, and recently they have started Falgu Aarti also over there.
Okay. And any other thing apart from these religious
yes,
and cultural?
Ma'am, like local sweets are very famous over there. Like we can say Lai and Tilkut and all. And stone cutting is also flourishing over there. Then agarbatti factories also establishing. Small agarbatti factories are up there. Local.
Very right. So you, as a student of history, tell me 3 major events which define Bihar.
Ma'am, from ancient India, if we start, then initially Magad, Mahajanpad, Magad, then Mauryan Kingdom, then Gupta, all were there, all in they were having their capital in Patliputra. That time they flourished. In medieval India, we consider our Sher Shah Suri. He made Patna as a capital, and all the Magad provinces and all were under him. And considering in modern India, many contribution has been made in modern India also, like we consider of Jayaprakash Narayan was Anugrah Narayan, they all were the prominent leader participating in Indian national movement.
Okay. So I have heard that if a male becomes a civil servant, then the market value of that person, that boy, raises in the society, especially in the context of dowry. Tell me, if a woman also clears this exam and becomes a civil servant, will the same happen to her?
Ma'am, it is true that if a boy is clearing a civil services, his market value in the term of dowry increases. But ma'am, similarly, the trends are also changing. Like women are, after so many steps of Bihar government, women are also coming in civil services. Ma'am, dowry somehow, I personally feel that influence which was in latter 5 to 6 years, that influence is getting little bit slow, like downtrend it is going. Because many women are also qualifying for civil services, and when she comes in a position, she is not too ready to give that much a dowry and all. But to say that women will also follow this trend of dowry and all, this is not going to be happening in recent.
Why is that? Why is that? That even after clearing, even after attaining the same position educationally, financially, professionally, there is something which is not equal.
Yes, ma'am. If we consider that after clearing both boy clearing UP civil services and a girl civil services, there is a difference. But ma'am, just initiation has started in 5 to 6 years or 10 years, we can consider. It will take a time, but sure, we will definitely try to lessen this gap.
Okay, very right. So my last question to you, what is the state GDP of Bihar?
Ma'am, right now it is 3.8% last year, 2021-22 they have grown.
State GDP?
Ma'am, GDP it is 9.8%.
9.8% what?
Percent of total state GSDP.
Okay, thank you, Swati.
Swati, as you told, Bihar is rich in culture. Bihar have historical places, monuments, religious places. Still, tourism industry is weak in Bihar. What are the reasons?
Sir, there are many reasons which I want to mention. Like, sir, there is not so much of advertisement, like which internet and all showing that, and that advertisement purpose. Sir, connectivity also can be a second reason. Like, if we are going to travel at a place in Bihar, many tourists want to, at one time only they want to visit more than places. That connectivity route is also there. And sir, hospitality service is also little bit weak over there.
You know the things. It means the politician of the state government also know the weaknesses of the industry, and still they are not doing.
Sir, there is a scheme of Bihar government. They are trying to build every circuit over there, like Ramayana circuit, Buddhist circuit, environment ecological circuit. They are trying to promote tourism.
No, it is the
there.
schemes of Bihar, or it is the schemes of the Indian government?
Sir, it is a scheme.
It is a scheme of central government or Bihar?
Sir, they are having a separate scheme, or they are having a 9 circuit over there. They are creating over there. That is a Bihar government scheme.
Okay. What is Swadesh Darshan Yojana?
That is a scheme of Indian government. They are trying to popularize the popularize the tourism in different like religion, culture, and everything. So.
Okay, you have heard about that Indian Prime Minister visited to Nepal.
Yes, sir. Recently,
he is visited to Nepal. What was the reason?
Sir, that he visited on the a special day of that Buddha Purnima. He is trying to make a Buddhist circuit over there and trying to connect the places of like Sarnath, Bodh Gaya, Kushinagar and Lumbini, all the important places of Buddhism. so that we can promote both diplomatical and cultural relation with Nepal.
Now, suppose China and Nepal have a great friendship. What impact it will create for India?
Sir, both all the sphere like economical perspective also there. We are building so many of dams and like multiple project over there that will also strengthen our relation. And sir, from
You
sir,
are not getting my question.
oh sorry sir.
If China influence increase in Nepal, how it will impact India?
Sir, we should have a good neighbor, and sir, that will surely impact India's also. That like they will more in terms of getting help or loan or having a relation with India, they will more get dependent upon China. That they will in immediate neighbor, the influence of China will increase. That will impact our security also, Indian security.
And what impact on Bihar? How it will impact on Bihar?
So same impact, like if they reaches over the border of Bihar also, then they will having also defense or security issues over there.
Swati, if you go by the name, Swati is a nakshatra. What are nakshatras?
Sorry sir, exactly.
If I have to find Swati nakshatra, where should I look in the sky? Which direction should I look in the sky? Which time?
No idea what's a nakshatra.
Never wondered why your parents named you Swati?
Sir, I know the actual meaning of Swati. That is a drop of water which falls on, if it falls on the leaf of lotus, then it turns into a pearl. That only, sir, not about the nakshatra.
Okay. Swati, I can see that you actually studied from Banaras Hindu University.
Yes, sir.
If we look at the establishment of these universities, be it BHU and other universities like this, there are people who believe that these universities, though performed well, but could not achieve that international ranking and status which such old institutions should have. What are the reasons?
Sir, if we consider about BHU, sir, it is a, sir, I think, sir, actually I am not able to understand your question.
No problem. Tell me, what is the NIRF ranking of your university?
Sir, NA plus, NASC plus.
That is a NAC thing. I am talking about NIRF ranking.
Also not sure.
What is NAC?
That is a body which provided a grade to a college after verification.
And what is the process?
Sir, they look into all the subject like education and everything, and then they go and visit colleges and rank them according to their performance in each and every subject.
You also mentioned that you are athlete.
Yes, sir.
Tell me, when we talk about the artificial tracks
Yes, sir.
in the stadiums, what do we mean by artificial tracks and what are they made of?
Sir, it is a synthetic track. It is made of synthetic. Actually, that is.
But why do we need synthetic track?
Sir, if we consider a synthetic track and a natural track, that is, a natural track is not very plain and polished. It is basically we get so many rocks, soils, and there in synthetic track it is made of synthetic. Sir, there is an increase of performance. If we practice or have a tournament on the normal track, their timing and performance and the timing and performance in a synthetic track is a huge. Because when we run on a synthetic track, it give a bounce, and we can use spikes and all over there, which increases our timing and performance both.
Fine, Swati, nice talking to you. Your interview is over, you can go now.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir.
Please take your seat.
Thank you, sir.
Swati.
Yes, sir.
Swati, you said it is going to be your second interview, right? Last time score kya tha?
80.
80. And you missed by how many marks?
Sir, I missed in 12 marks.
12 marks. And how is your mains this time?
Last year, sir, I did mistakes in maths. This time I have tried to improve that.
So you believe that part of that
Yes, sir.
thing will be covered this time?
Yes, sir.
If you are able to get even the 80 again,
Yes, sir.
you will be doing well. Okay. So what is your take? Since you already know what is expected of you in the interview, what's your take? How was your performance today?
Sir, very nervous. So like last time, I was not so nervous like this time. I don't know why.
अच्छा, क्या वजह है? अभी नहीं सोच पा रहे.
Initially only I got nervous, then the whole interview I was nervous.
See, overall, Swati, you're a good candidate. You know that you have performed well even last time. And also your background is good. Your preparation and hard work is definitely visible. Knowledge-wise also you're very good. Personality-wise you're good. I'm not commenting on the dress thing right now because I believe that you'll not be wearing this suit. So, but whatever you wear, make sure that it is as, it suits the occasion, right? Similarly, do think something about this thread thing, right? I'm sure you'll be... Yeah. See, overall you're a good candidate. Impression in general is very good. There's just one small suggestion to begin with, and it has to do with, see, you must have seen, you're an athlete, you understand, with there you keep waiting the moment that shot go, and you start running. Unfortunately, interview is not necessarily like that, right? You don't have to rush through the responses because it isn't, trust me, it is not the most important thing whether you know it or not, you know it correctly or not. It's not that it is not important at all. It is important, but it is not the most important thing. The most important thing is whether you are able to break a kind of a conversation that the board is trying to make. So my advice will be that don't rush through the answers, right? You know the answers. We know that you know the answer, but you have this tendency of the moment the question go, you just want to pounce at it without structuring the answer yourself first. So give yourself at least 3 seconds. Make this figure of 3 in your mind, that once the question is asked, no matter you know it or not, you'll give yourself at least 2-3 seconds so that you structure your reply and then you'll come up with the reply. Right? Then second, that golden rule of any civil services interview, it is never ever interrupt a board member and allow board member to interrupt you, right? It is not equal conversation. So for whatever reason, if the board member is interrupting you, just keep quiet. Let the board member speak. There should not be ever a situation in the interview where both you and the board member are speaking. Not a nice thing to do, right? This is kind of a golden rule because it is unequal communication. So you are supposed to value the board member there, right? You're getting the whole thing?
Yes, sir.
Overall, your understanding of history, your understanding of issues is good. When it comes to the issues of sensitivity vis-a-vis gender, it becomes really important as a women candidate to be one step more sensitive than anybody else, right? Be it your own discipline, be it when Dahej was being discussed. No point saying that it should continue or the things like that. It is understandable that the society will change incrementally, not at one go. But you need to point out, yes, dowry in any form is unacceptable, right? That should be the key thing. And obviously, and then you can have the discussion. Overall, but your understanding is good. We could get the feel that you know the answers very good. It's just that today you're not delivering the very same answer which you already know to the extent you can do. That was our feeling about today. Overall, otherwise, you're a very, very good candidate. Another last suggestion here is maybe you can work a bit on the listening part.
Okay, sir.
Listening is also a matter of patience, actually. You have to listen carefully so that you can understand the core intention of the board member. Not understanding the question of SGDP was not good, right? SGDP is a very standard thing, so that would have been better. Listening is one area you can work on. Other things you are already doing very well. I'm sure that this time you're gonna make it, right?
Sir, I don't know why I got nervous that I became so blank that I was not able to understand the question what we were asking. The hearing capacity was like, I was not able to understand what the question was coming on.
It's okay. Sometimes this situation is, the way, the setting is also responsible for it.
Oh, no, sir, I got nervous in first question only that historiography. I'm having that weak area. That started with historiography. I got nervous initially only, then I was not able, I got like, whole interview is going to be like, I got nervous initially.
इतना परेशान होने जैसा कुछ नहीं, you did really well. And I'm sure you're going to do wonders there, right? All the best.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir.